attention when it comes down to the truth. And I want you guys to understand that. Everybody that when we talk about these people that's melanated, when we look at melanated people and we see them for who they are, and these other cultures, we have a lot of people who are very upset because we are giving you information. And these other cultures, we have a lot of people who are very upset because we are giving you information on something that's different, and I want you guys to understand that. We are giving you different information that is not what your oppressor has been giving you. And Jim Crow, when we talk about Jim Crow has damaged the melanated community so bad to where they're not open-minded. They have they have devastated the Aborigine community, where I said melanin people, so bad that they're not open-minded to something different. And we seem to believe that we are the distant foreigners in our own land. A lot of you guys really believe that only dark complexion people come from one civilization, and that's Africa. And you have to do your genealogy to understand the truth. How they have lied to our people, have they falsified records, and you will understand that when your grandmother and your grandfather was telling you the truth about you, and you ignored it because of what the school system has done. And I want you guys to understand that a lot of us have been into the school system that has been pushing false narratives about melanin people in America. And I want you guys to understand that melanin people are everywhere, not just the United States, not just in Canada, not just in Mexico. Melanin people are everywhere. Now, you may not like this, what I'm saying. You may be upset what I'm saying, but the reality is the original people are dark complexion people. The original people, man and woman, are dark complexion people. So rather we say that we are Aborigine here and you don't believe us, and you want to argue about land, and you so focus on America, and without proof that you can believe that a person of color can't be here, that they have to be from somewhere else. And I want you guys to understand this, that we are the people of the sun. We are from the equator. Our people are close to the sun, and we are the people of the equator. Okay? And I want you guys to understand this. So when people look upon people of color and they look at it as, even when you see Americans, they look at dictionaries and you look up the definition of a dark complexion person considered black. Black is considered evil. Black is considered ugly. Black is no, you have to understand that you cannot be black. That you are a person of different brown. Our people are a color of brown. And you guys may not understand there are different shades of brown. We are copper complexion people. If you take a penny and you take that penny and you put that penny and you place that penny on your skin, you will understand the difference of copper. This is not black. This is copper. Now, some are darker and some are lighter, but it's gold. Gold. So now we got people going around calling each other black. Now you have to understand 34 years ago, you have to understand that you had a guy named Jesse Jackson. And when Jesse Jackson decided to come up with a name for us, see, they called us color. Most of our people were called colored. Most of our people were called Negro, but they never was called African. That word African is a new name.
What's up?
What's happening, bro? New name.
What's up?
What's happening, bro? How you doing? Peace and blessings. How you doing, my
What does
friend?
that say?
I
What
can,
does behind you say?
and this has to do not just with American blacks. I think we need to educate American whites and all people, Native Americans. When we talk about Native Americans, who is the Native Americans? You have to understand that that a lot of these people came from Siberian Asia. That a lot of these people migrated down here in America. Okay, so they make you feel bad for saying that they make you feel bad and saying that you took their country. They'll tell you you took their country where people were already here. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So
Yeah.
they'll make you feel bad about you. Okay? Well,
The,
then,
the one do you think about BLM?
okay, Black Lives Matter started off being something of good that turned something of bad when you got government. It was all about when I like to say, let's you and I start an organization of good. And then we get another brother that comes in and change the narrative of it. Okay? So you now got white people who are racist that are paying these people against our own people. That's what George Soros was all about. Okay? You have to understand that they pay people to be against our people. Okay? So there's a lot of things. Something that starts off good turns out bad. Now you got to understand where are Black Lives Matter right now when it comes down to melanated people who are killing each other, who are dying in the streets. Black lives don't matter when we are killing ourselves. It matters when somebody else is killing us. So I want my people to understand that we got to love ourselves. And once you learn who you are,
Yo,
now
Adam with the roses, bro. Thank you.
there's a lot of people who don't understand who they is, young man. And like me, I'm Choctaw Nation. I come, people are going to tell you that there are people that does not have that there are people that are not descendants of what I like to say because of people of color. When you think about people of color, they want to say that we, because we are dark complexion people, that we belong in Africa. Not all people of color come from Africa, okay? And that's what we are trying to explain to people out there. So if you have any questions, we can have this dialogue. Go ahead, brother.
I don't got any questions, bro. I fully understand what you're saying.
Because they can do that to you.
Adam with the TikToks, bro.
They can do they can
Huh?
do they can do things to you on your history, and they can flip your history
I,
due to
I'll
the
say this.
color.
I personally do not support BLM.
I don't either. I don't. I think it's an agenda. We all you
I
got
just
to.
dropped you a follow.
But me, I don't support racism. I don't support people who don't like me because of the color of my skin. I don't. So when it first began, it was for the murders and the slaughter of people, of innocent black people. So if I'm going to fight for a cause that has to do for that, then I'm all for it. But then you get rich white people who get behind it, and like George Soros. to use against our people. And then you get some of these women rights activists, and they get into something that started off good, and then they corrupt the
Adam with the
good.
roses, bro. Thank you.
Then they corrupt the good. You understand what I'm saying? So everything starts off good, gets corrupted. When the Black Panther started the party for the Black Panther, it was about feeding the community. It was about helping the young people get there. Some of them young people were starving, so they were helping feeding their community. Okay, the Black lives. When it comes down to Black Panther, you can't compare that to a white supremacist party that's called the KKK, who burning flags and murdering people. That's totally different things. And when we talk about me, I'm not going to come here and murder you, my brother, because I don't know you. And you haven't seemed to come on my panel and be disrespectful. So why would I do have some ill will towards you? You got a chance to meet me, my brother. You understand? So we have a problem right now with us talking. We have a problem with us talking. Now, when I'm telling you about the penny, do I look like a black man? Look at my penny. Now, when you see an African young man, you can look at the difference between African features, and you can look at the difference between American black people, and you can see that these people are not the same. When you see most Africans, they don't claim us. Okay? So we got people in our own people who don't support us. We got
I got a
whites that don't.
question.
You go ahead, brother.
Do you go around on lives? Have you gotten banned yet for talking about this?
No, no, no. Because
Surprising, bro.
it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You understand what
Thank
I'm
you,
saying?
Adam, for sharing.
Now, if we got a person who comes in the chat and they wanna hate me for telling the truth, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge it and let TikTok see that I'm not spurring up hate. Do you believe that I say anything
No, it's all this and that and this and that. It's
right?
not worth it.
Anything that's different than anybody else talking, it's a threat. I want you to understand. If I come here, if I was coming here saying that I am
Come on,
I'm a
y'all, tap that
woman,
screen.
huh?
Tell my people to tap the screen. You just beat me.
If I was a person identifying myself as a woman, I want you to understand this, then people would have a problem. But because I'm identifying myself as an Indian, people have a problem. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
the reason why is because they see me. It's weird for people to see a brother of color saying that he's an Indian. Okay, it's weird because school systems. You have to understand. Uh,
I just dropped you a follow, bro. You're an inspirational man.
Thank you, my brother. Now I'm gonna a person said that we are not Indians. Okay, that Indian was a bad name to call an indigenous person. I understand what you're saying, but my blood is from the Chapatula tribe, Chata Nation. Okay, I have my own land. So when you say we, who are you referring to? Okay, so what I'm trying to tell people, judging people by the color of their skin, you can be well wrong by just not understanding. Okay, if you don't understand that, yes, it was bad to call indigenous people Indian. The people that were called Indian were the dark complexion people. Okay, there was the dark complexion people. They were called Indian. Okay, the Native Americans were called Native Americans. Okay, they were not called Indians. They were using redskin. The name redskin was used to use for dark complexion, so-called Indians. Okay, okay. Indian means black. Indian means black. I just want to tap that, and I want to sit here and tell you, you are a mod because you just know what the hell you're talking about. Okay? It's dumb for people to categorize. Yes, it's dumb. We all in this country and we make up all different people. And when we talk about who we are, we get people that lack the understanding. And then when we say who we are, then it becomes disrespectful. You might get a random person who come in my chat and just start, oh, you from West Africa. How do you know my family? How do you know my bloodline? Okay? How do you know anything of me? Okay? I don't believe in vaccinating people. I don't believe in forcing people to be vaccinated. I don't believe in that. Okay? I don't believe in vaccinating people. I don't believe in forcing people to vaccinate. That should be a personal choice. I'm not against people who decide to vaccinate themselves. I'm not on social media to tell you what the hell to do and what not to do. That is a personal choice because we have people who are very afraid that they're losing. There are people who are losing families in their house. So I'm not going to tell you what they should and what you should not do. Love yourself. I want you to understand when you love yourself, stop loving everybody but you. And when you understand what I'm out here on social media, it's to open the eyes of people who don't know who they are. That's all I'm doing. My channel is not for hate. I am not against Native Americans. I am not against Mexicans. I am not against anybody of Latino descent. When you come here and attack me for who I say I am, then you are the problem. It's not me. Okay? Because at the end of the day, I have documents, I have records on who my people are. Okay? I'm teaching my people who don't know who they are. And we have land patents that you don't know about. They got Walmarts, they got Walgreens that can be on your land. Don't you know back in the days when you thought that they were hanging slaves, when you thought that they were hanging slaves, did you know that when they were hanging the people on the tree, they were not hanging, I want you to understand, slaves. They were hanging people who own land. I want you guys to understand this. That the people who were hung by a tree while their families were watching them. They were people who owned land. And I want you guys to understand it. You got to understand that the people that were murdered were people that were in this land that were connected to this land. And they were people of color. Okay? Hey, I am from the UK. Most of us don't judge people by race, culture, need to move on and unite because you come from the UK and you have not been a part of the racism in America. You would be called, see, they look at you, you London, people from London, they're London. In America, it's where they identify people by race. People, well, the white people, the black people, the Mexican people, whoever in America, they identify people of the color of their skin. It's racism in America, and we hope to clear that up. We hope that these kind of people die off because these are the people who are taking America down. Racism, people who don't understand people, big ego, disaster. And I want you guys to understand this. When you don't know people and you don't know their background and you are a person that judge from the distance and not understand who the person is, you don't know these people. You haven't been to the house, had a couple of beers. You haven't had a cup of coffee. But you are miserable in your own life and you want to make other people be miserable. And I want you guys to understand this. Melanated people who are called black have been ruined by Christianity, have been ruined by these preachers, these devils, these preachers who have been going around killing, taking the money, the hard-working money of our people. See, our ancestors did not serve Christianity. Our ancestors, our people, were a loving people, a spiritual people. We were spiritual, loving people. We didn't hate people. We love people. Christianity has killed people. Christianity has divided nations of people. You could see the only Christianity walks around with burning cross. People saying that they are Christians and will burn a cross on somebody's land. Only Christianity will have sex with your children. Will have sex with your children. And only Christianity will allow a man to beat his wife and say nothing about these things. And I want you guys to understand we've been controlled, all of our people, not just people of color, all people across the nation have been used to divide. Satan is using people in religion. And when you understand religion is damaging our people, they don't come with love, they come with hate. These people don't come with love, they come with dividing, destroying each other. People can't come together until you understand other people's background. If I get a chance to sit down with a Latino, I want to learn their background. I want to learn how great they are. If I get down and I want to sit down with a white man, I want to sit down and learn their culture. You should want to sit down and learn my culture and stop trying to shit on people like me. Stop trying to tell me who the hell I'm not and understand me and understand the struggle that goes on in our community while black people are so hurt, while black people are dying in the community because of the government putting people on top of each other. The government has put people on top of each other, putting them in crime-rated neighborhoods, destroying the minds of the people. And when you understand why people are so ignorant, white people are ignorant, black people are ignorant. We have every culture that has ignorant in their families. Everybody. If you were in the Wizard of Oz, what charter would you be? I would be the lion. I would be the lion because guess what? I can, even though I'm tough, I get a little scared. Even though I'm tough, I get a little scared. I get scared for my children. I get scared on the environment, the hate that we have towards each other. Well, you don't understand how people are so divided. And I want you guys to understand. We have people that hurt people. People hurt people because they hurt themselves. Most people who come after people like myself, who don't know me, tell me who I am, they hurt themselves. They are trying to protect something. And when you hear some of these groups that get upset with people like me who have the bloodline of indigenous in my blood, and you want to tell me because you see the way I look like, and you don't understand because you're not educated. I want to read this. The black Native Americans descent fighting for rights to belong. These people are fighting for the rights to belong. DNA can tell you what you are. West Africa, laughing my eyes off. Don't you know that DNA, you cannot trace DNA all the way back to Africa, to West Africa. When you say Africa, what part of Africa do I come from? And what city did I come from? You have to educate your ass, dumbass. You got to educate yourself. Okay? And you are blocked because you are too stupid to be in this group. To believe that you can identify people and you can find the corpse of people from the United States. You guys have went to school. And thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Because what they don't understand that the original man and woman was black. That everybody comes from the black man. So when you sit here and you be disrespectful to a person like me because you don't understand, you need to do your research and stop being so hatred. Understand that black people all across the world is everywhere. They're not just in America. Why are you so mad? Why would I be mad? I'm not mad. I'm a passionate person. And I don't deal with fuckery. I don't deal with people who are trying to make fun of a serious situation. The bottom line is I know who I am. I got papers on who I am. So while you judging who I am, you don't, I used to tell people all the time, you hear certain racist white people say, go back to Africa. But if I ask you racist white people where to go, where would you go? Where would you go? I want you to understand that. While you judge me, where the hell would you go? Soft jaw boy, boy talks loud. Okay, enjoy yourself on the block. And I tell you guys, the people that hate us the most are the Native Americans and the Latinos. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's not the white people. It's the Native Americans who feel threatened, who think that we're coming to take their culture. Do you understand that black people in America have the best culture? That's not racist. This you want to talk about, you love Prince. Most of you guys love Prince. Most of you guys love Michael Jackson. Most of you guys love rap. Most of you guys love everything about black people. You want to love their music. You want to love everything about them, their food, their culture, but you can't stand black people. It's crazy. Right here, right, right here, where we don't complain about every second. I, I'm not complaining. That's one thing about me. I am not complaining. I Sometimes I come on TikTok to talk to a set of people who don't know who they come from. I didn't call for everybody. It seems like the people who come in my chat, they are fucking threatened. The people who come against me are threatened because they believe that I'm taking something from them. They believe that our people are just trying to take their culture. And we don't want your culture. We never said that we were Native Americans. I never said I was a Native American. That in the background is written in Google. That don't come from me. Okay. I'm an Aborigine American of this land. Okay, so I don't want the culture of the Native Americans. I love the culture of the melanated woman and the melanated man of this country who has brought beautiful music to this country, everything to this country. So please don't come at me about culture. Hi, calm down, bro. Your intelligence. I hate all this stuff, past, been, bad. I don't understand why you're telling me to calm down. This is me. I don't get it.